I'm just looking for the correct page. As you have seen, there's a lot of information on the learner guide. Let's see. I'm almost on the page. Okay, yes, so here we are. So let me just share the screen. And now we can work on this activity. So here we are. Here's the student guide. And here's an example. 2 access control lists that are doing the same, but of course with the syntaxes of provision and ComWare. Okay. So just take a minute to analyze the access control list, because as you see, there are many statements. And on ComWare, consider that we're using the config match order, the traditional 1 by 1. You even notice the rule IDs are here from 1, 2, 3, there's no 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Okay, so take a minute. Perhaps you can notice that we have ICMP rules already for a specific protocol. Then the remaining ones are for IP traffic, but on a specific UDP or TCP sessions to a specific host, or maybe a range of IP addresses. Okay, and of course, at the end, we have a permit IP any on provision. So anything that is not matched on this access control is actually allowed. I mean, anything that is not denied in that sense will be allowed to pass through. We don't need that rule on ComWare, right? Because it's actually an implicit permit any at the end of ComWare. Even though there's no rule here, remember the implicit of ComWare. Okay, so let's cover some of these questions. So let's say that there's an HTTPS request. This will be the port from 10.1 to 20 to 10.1, 10.25. So for each of these questions, we need to find out, will the packet will be, for now, selected or not selected, because we have not applied the access control list to an interface. So it's just permitted or denied through the ACL, in that case selected. And if you can tell me the rule ID that is matching, that will be a bonus. Okay, so we have even an answer. The first answer, permit hit on rule 8. Okay, so everybody agrees on Mod's answer. It's actually, yeah, it's Mod, right? So what do you think, guys? Let's see, it counts from 10.1 to 20. Destination is 10.1, 10.25. And it's actually TCP port 443. So that would be the destination, right? Because we're getting a request to that web server, which is SSL, right? Encrypted. So of course, there's no match here because that's ICMP. Let's see, this is UDP, so no match. And of course, the source doesn't look to be the correct one. So we're looking for 10.12 UDP. Well, we have TCP here, but the source doesn't seem to be matching, right? 10.1.1. Again, TCP here seems to be the correct port, the destination, but the source is not matching. And what about rule 7? So deny IP any traffic, any source. That means on provision going to any destination. And what about the port numbers? If it's not showing the actual port number, it means any IP traffic, which includes port 443. Right? So as a matter of fact, it's a deny because of rule 7. Actually, the packet is denied, not permitted. So before we actually go to rule 8, check it out on 7. So we can even, I mean, the ComWare syntax is the same. So IP source, any source, that includes 10.1.20, of course, going to 10.120, 10.110, the whole subnet, there's a match. And it includes all IP traffic. So IP traffic that if you don't specify the port numbers, it actually includes all the port numbers. That's any IP traffic, it's match, right? So it's actually denied because of rule 7. Everybody agrees? Okay, so the first answer is denied on rule 7. Okay, so what about the second question? Same destination port, but different source and different source, even though the destination it's